I want to take the time to talk about Barcelona's center back position, and we are going to be also focused on Chadi Riad from Real Betis, who is on loan. Then later in the video, I also want to speak about Pedri and his fitness issues that he has been encountering as of late. So if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you guys are here. If you guys are Barcelona fans, this is going to be the channel for you. This is where we do talk about everything regarding FC Barcelona, and sometimes we also speak about other football news outside of Barcelona. If you guys want to go even further to join this community that we do have, you can also join our Discord group chat. There is going to be a link down below. It'll take you straight to the group chat. Just accept the invitation, and then from there you'll be fully joined in and you can ask any questions that you guys do have, and I'll be in there to answer you guys' questions. It's a lot of fun. We do talk a lot during game day, and we're especially going to be there for the match against Barcelona and Las Palmas, where Vitor Roque could make his debut. So it's going to be very, very exciting, and I hope to see you guys there. And also, if you want to support this YouTube channel, please like this video, click the thumbs up button, and also subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So let's first talk about Chadi Riad. And it says here, according to Sport, that Barcelona's first signing for the 2024-2025 season, it is Chadi Riad. The club will pay 7 million euros for his buyback clause, and he will play for the first team. And the reason why Barcelona want to bring in Chadi is because he has been having a breakthrough season with Real Betis, and Xavi Hernandez and Deco have already made their decision, which is to bring Chadi back. Now, Barcelona cannot bring him right away, like in January, because Real Betis have not bought him fully yet. Real Betis are going to have to buy him first, and then Barcelona are going to have to submit their buyback clause of 7 million euros, and Real Betis can't do anything about that. Sport also claimed that the Barca coaches are very convinced that Chadi Riad will be a top-level center back at the height of Ronald Araujo. So if you look at what he has been doing as of late, he has had a great game against Real Madrid. He did have a great game against Girona also. So he does show up in big games, and he knows exactly how to defend and how to perform in high levels. And because of his height, it really does give him the extra edge, right? He's able to be very strong in aerial duels, and he knows how to block a lot of key passes from the opponent. So I think that Barcelona would be happy to have another left center back, someone who plays in Christensen's position or in Inigo Martinez's position. But the huge plus is that Chadi Riad is only 20 years old, so the world is his. The future is massive for the young Moroccan. Now, here's the thing though. Many people have been speculating one thing about this whole operation that Barcelona could do, and it's going to be this. Could Barcelona do a Emerson Royal treatment? And if you guys do not know what that means, it's basically about buying a player only to sell him right after for a bigger price, because that is what we did with Emerson Royal when he came from Real Betis. We had to pay a fee, and once we had Emerson Royal for like about 24 hours, we sold him to Tottenham for a bigger amount. Barcelona could do the exact same thing. We could pay the 7 million euros for Chadi, have him come in the summer, spend about like 24 to 48 hours with us at the club, and then Barcelona find another buyer for him, and we sell him for 25 to 30 million euros. So we would have a 22 to 25 million euro profit just like that within a span of 24 hours. Barcelona could do that, and I understand where people are coming from because Barcelona do this a lot. And I do think though, even though I have praised Chadi, that yes, there is a chance that this could happen, but certain things would have to fall into place in order for Barcelona to do this fully, meaning that we would need to see Mikael Faye get promoted to the first team, and then having Christensen and Inigo Martinez continue with the club after this season. Because right now, we do not know if Mikael Faye is going to make it to the first team. Yes, he has been so phenomenal with Barcelona Athletic, but you never know. He's still very young. Some things could happen. Maybe he could encounter a very serious injury. Again, nothing is certain. Same thing with Christensen and Inigo Martinez. Maybe one of these two players could get sold to a different club. And let me tell you, if we let go of certain center backs, or if like a young center back does not make it to the first team as we originally did expect, there would be no reason for us to let go of Chadi Riad also, because that puts Barcelona in a very bad situation. As for Christensen, it says here, according to Sport, that several Premier League clubs are ready to make offers for Christensen. And the reason why many Premier League clubs are willing to make offers is because Christensen has Premier League experience. He does come from Chelsea, which is why the Premier League is ready, and they're willing to offer Barcelona a huge amount. Keep in mind that we got Christensen for free. We didn't pay a single dime. So even if a Premier League club comes in and says we'll give 1 million euros for the player, Barcelona will still make profit. And that is worst case scenario. These Premier League clubs would throw in money for Christensen, and especially at his level. I think that because of his importance with Barcelona and how solid he is defensively, I would like to see a Premier League club like either Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle, whoever it may be, offer Barcelona 45 million euros for this center back because he is at the right age, he has experience, he's still young enough to give another 6 to 7 solid years, and he's a world-class center back. And so there's also been talks about maybe potentially selling Jules Koundé to generate even more money for the club, which I don't think so. I think that yes, there's always that chance, but I don't think so. I don't think Xavi is stupid enough to sell Koundé, a center back that is destined to become a world-class center back, not just with his current club, but with the national team and win many trophies. We're talking about a world champion here. There's just no way. So yes, there are talks about Barcelona letting go of one center back or two center backs. And the reason why is for us to generate funds in the summer in order for us to sign even more players. And so look, if we continue going into the next season, after the season is over, having Araujo, Koundé, Andreas Christensen, Inigo Martinez, and Michael Faye as our center back options, I would be fine because all of these center backs are good. Even Inigo Martinez. Inigo Martinez, if anything, has been one of Barcelona's best center backs and most consistent. So I would love to have continuity with him. And so if we have these options, I would not mind letting go of Chadi Riad. But if one center back leaves, then I will start having the conversation of keeping Chadi Riad for one season. There would be no reason for us to let go of two total center backs in one summer. Now you may also be wondering, what about Eric Garcia? Well, it says here according to Sport that Eric Garcia is for sale. He will definitely not return to Barcelona even after that loan spell with Girona. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but one of the categories that the center backs at Barcelona have to fill in is to be athletic, which I think is the reason why Eric Garcia is not going to continue at the club, is because Eric Garcia is not tall, athletic, and very physical. Players like Araujo, Koundé, Faye, Andreas Christensen, Inigo Martinez, they can cover so much ground and they're super tall and very physical. Again, Eric Garcia is not in that category, and it's important for Barcelona to have center backs like that because, you know, apparently maybe that is just something that the sports department did create as one of the categories to fill if you want to succeed and be accepted by the club. So now let's move on towards the next topic and let's talk about Pedri. And it says here, Barcelona reported about 2 or 3 days ago on their account that at this morning's training session, the first team player Pedri suffered a knock that resulted in a minor muscle injury. And so as of now, he is out and his recovery will determine his availability. And Mundo has claimed that within Barcelona, there is a concern with Pedri's situation because of all kinds of measures have already been taken to avoid them, from daily prevention work to analyze an adaptation of eating habits. The player himself has taken many measures as well. He suffered so much, as a matter of fact, that while training to shoot from distance with his right foot, he suffered an injury during the training session of August 24th while trying to shoot from distance with his right foot. And since then, he has tried to avoid it and he tried to shoot with his left even more. Mundo Deportivo has also claimed that there is pessimism because of what Pedri is going through and his participation in the Super Cup. The muscle injury is in the same area where he did have other injuries, and it is not as minor as expected. The forecast is to have him fully fit by the end of January. And so if you guys have been following Pedri's recovery status, all of us know that 5 to 6 days ago, it was reported that Pedri will make it in time for the game against Las Palmas and that we should not be worried about anything, right? It wasn't a serious injury at that time. But as things did evolve, now it's being reported that Pedri is going to be out longer than expected. And we've seen this movie before. We have been told multiple times that Pedri was going to be out for, let's say for example, 4 to 5 days, but he ends up being out for 4 to 5 months. And I feel like the same thing is going to happen with Pedri's recovery again. And so this is really concerning to see Pedri get injured over and over again, and we see his injuries getting worse, right? We always see him going out for a specific amount of time. A couple of hours later, they say he's going to be out longer than expected. That's really, really annoying for every Barcelona coach, for us Barcelona fans, because for a player like Pedri, we want to maximize his level, and we want to see Pedri perform under Xavi Hernandez. We haven't really gotten that chance. Ever since 2021, Pedri has been getting injured every 3 to 4 months and for like about a 2 to 3 month time span. And that's again very annoying. This is almost getting just as bad as Dembele's time at Barcelona. Even Sport have claimed this. Pedri missed 46% of Barcelona's games due to injury. This is more than Dembele, who missed 38% of the games. So Pedri is becoming worse. Yes, is it true that Dembele had more time at the club compared to Pedri? Yes, but still, the fact that Pedri has a higher number overall compared to Dembele, it's like, what's going on here? So I think that this only calls for one thing in the future, and I hope that Barcelona do really pay attention to this situation, and that is for us to sign a world-class interior, because we can no longer count on Pedri. Pedri simply is just becoming another injury prone, just like Dembele, just like Ansu, and just like many players that Barcelona have gotten in their squad, and that's unfortunate. I think that Barcelona really have to look at someone like Florian Wirtz to come in for the absence of Pedri. Yes, we still have Gundogan, but Gundogan is 33, 34 years old. We need someone as young as Pedri, someone who is as creative as Pedri, and Florian Wirtz could be that one. Maybe Musiala could be another option, but I do think that it is time, my friends. It is time for Barcelona to invest heavily heavily on a world-class interior. We can't, again, no longer count on someone like Pedri. The same thing could be said with Gavi. The fact that Barcelona is in this stage where they have lost Gavi and Pedri, you can't come over here and tell me that Barcelona should not invest more than 90 million euros on a world-class interior. I think that Barcelona is in a position where they really do need that, and they have to focus on that. And so I pray in the future that Frankie and Gundogan don't get injured. So that is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.